Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brian at Whisper Status 74. This is day 2 of Disney Plus. What are my thoughts on the picture quality? I will tell you that I've watched it on 3 separate devices and displays. On an Optima 1080p projector at about 175 inches on a PS4. I've watched it on a 65-inch Panasonic Plasma with a Google Chromecast. I've also watched it lastly on a Sony 900E 75 inches on the Xbox One X. And they've all looked really good. And we're going to talk about the picture quality primarily in this video. Now, unfortunately, I can't speak to Dolby Vision as the Sony 900E does not have Dolby Vision. Xbox One X does. You will notice that a lot like Netflix, they won't show you Dolby Vision, or at least even that it's offered on a specific show unless you have a display that will enable it, which is interesting, but they won't show it to you. The 1080p versions will tell you what's an Ultra HD as far as what they offer. But what's been really interesting to me is how a lot of films look that were never released on Ultra HD as far as 4K Blu-ray and HDR. Now, I can't tell you with specificity if what is on the screen is exactly 4K as far as putting up any machinery to it. I will tell you that Star Wars, a lot of the films that you see here, I know it's all backwards, but The New Hope, Phantom Menace, Empire Strikes Back, none of these have been released on 4K Blu-ray or even Force Awakens. I didn't see The Last Jedi on here. I'm sure it's somewhere. Watching them all, a good amount of each film, I would say that it's definitely an improvement over the Blu-ray. I would say that The Force Awakens looks better on Disney Plus than it does on the standard Blu-ray. It's not quite as grainy. It's a little bit cleaner. As far as it being a true HDR implementation, the 900E is definitely recognizing it. So is the Xbox One X. I'm also happy to report that unlike Netflix on the Xbox One X, I'm not having that issue where it's forcing HDR on, even though it was non-HDR content. I watched National Treasure, Remember the Titans, a lot of different movies, and they all look really good. Even the films like Remember the Titans that I didn't have on Blu-ray are pretty clean for such, not an older film. I believe it was 2003. National Treasure films look good. I don't see a lot of compression issues. Now, I'm hardlined in with the Xbox One X and streaming with the other two as far as Wi-Fi. And other than a little bit of buffering initially when it started, they were pretty consistent, even though they are in different parts of the house. I do have separate routers that are connecting to the same main router. So, and have high, over 100 in speed. So the picture quality, I am very happy with. Thus far, I'm happy. I find it very interesting that these haven't been released on 4K disc. I would imagine especially A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and the prequels, you could sell those on 4K disc and make a fortune doing that. I'm not sure if they're still going to do that. A lot of us are big physical media fans. So as happy as I am with this, it does mess with me a little bit that a lot of the content on here I do have on disc, especially the stuff for the kids. But there is a lot of content. It isn't everything. But as far as the picture quality, again, I don't have Dolby Vision because of the Sony 900E. And for those of you that have Dolby Vision, let me know what you think. The Mandalorian looks amazing in HDR10. Also, Dolby Atmos is not working for some of you through the Google Cast directed to your receiver. If anyone has any way to troubleshoot that, please bring it up in the comments, as there are people in the community that are struggling with some audio problems. I have a receiver that does not have pass-through. I do have a 4K Blu-ray player that does split the audio to give me the lossless codecs. Unfortunately, my 4K Blu-ray player has not updated for Disney Plus just yet. So I'm using the Xbox One X, which limits me to Dolby Digital, which is just fine. The audio seems okay. It's not the best. But as far as the picture quality, I'm very, very happy with it. Mandalorian looks amazing. It's a darker film. HDR looks incredible on it, but it's not exactly a bright highlight type film. Seeing Phantom Menace and some of these older films, they're, as you would imagine, as far as being a little bit older, mostly CG. They don't blend in as well, which shows me that they are either upscaled. I'm not sure if they're native 4K. I highly doubt that they are. I don't have the specs if they were 2K upscales, but I can't speak to the fact that a 4K Blu-ray might look better. I imagine it would, but considering that they're here, and you're watching Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Attack of the Clones, all these, Rogue One doesn't look great, but the Blu-ray didn't look great anyway. But that's more about how it was filmed. It had a very gritty look to it. But it's amazing having them here. The other Ultra HD offerings that they have look good as well, as you would see here. The HDR that they're offering here, Frozen, some of the other ones for the kids. Tangled, I don't think was released on 4K Blu-ray. Zootopia, Little Mermaid might have been. So some of the films here that don't have hard cover or hard physical copy versions of them, they look good. I can't tell, again, I don't have any machinery hooked up to it to say if it's true HDR. I don't think they went and remastered some of these films, but I think it's amazing they're putting them up here, considering they could sell those for a fortune. So for this short video, I'm very happy with the way these movies look. Remember, the Titans looks awesome. These films look good. Even some of the older films, I was watching with my wife some of the old Mickey Mouse cartoons. They look great on the projector. So really, really good amount of content in terms of how these movies look. I'm actually pretty happy with it. For the first few days, it's probably only gonna get better. But as far as a short video about the picture quality for HDR10, again, if you have Dolby Vision, let me know in the comments what you're seeing. I will be testing it on a couple of friends of mine's plasma. I'm very, very happy with them so far, especially the Star Wars films. Let me know what you think in the comments. How are you liking it? What are your thoughts in regards to Disney Plus? Is it something you guys are holding back from? Is Disney not something you care about? To be honest, for me, it's a lot of the obscure things like DuckTales and some of the old X-Men cartoons I'm happy about. The Marvel films, I've watched them a million times. I am happy to watch Star Wars, but I have physical copies of that. So would you get this? Is it something for me? It doesn't have the gritty stuff. It is Disney. It doesn't have a lot of the gritty true crime or the things you would find on Netflix. So it's not the end-all, be-all. You're not going to get a lot of the gritty stuff on other streaming platforms. But as far as Disney, it really, you can't get beat. It can't be beat, I should say. But it does look great. The picture quality for me is definitely awesome. I am very happy with it. Would I still buy physical discs? Absolutely. I'm a huge fan of it. But if there are films where I am on the fence that I haven't purchased yet, even if it's things for my kids, such as Frozen, I don't feel the need to buy a 4K HDR version of that, where I used to buy that no matter what. Again, the Star Wars, I will buy physical media. But so far, very happy with the picture quality. Highly recommend it. Again, let me know what you think about the Dolby Vision. If you have any fixes for the Dolby Atmos sound from day 2, very, very happy with it, especially Mandalorian looks amazing. We'll do a video review on that. Hope everyone is doing well. Let me know what your experiences have been with Disney Plus. And if you're on the fence, try the free trial. That's all I can say. See how it goes. You will need an Xbox One S to see 4K HDR. Just putting that out there. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. Let me know what you think in the comments. Take care.